what's up? Tommy Holt Jr. I'm gonna make this kind of short and sweet for today. It's Monday, I believe. The 7th. So I've had a toothache, man, for like the last 2 days, and I'm trying to push through this thing. But I decided today, man, that I had to. Actually, decided yesterday that I needed to go to the dentist and get this wisdom tooth pulled. So I'm on my way to do that. But here's the thing. The reason why I'm posting this is just stupid, right? Well, everybody goes through things, right? Everybody has toothaches. Everybody has people who are sick or hurt. You're just not feeling it, right? You just don't feel well. The whole point is to be consistent, and not just consistent, but like with some thought process and be kind of methodically consistent to pushing the needle towards your success just a little bit every single day. And so even though this tooth is killing me right now, I want to practice that, and I want to be consistent and getting better every single day. So I already listened to my videos and some podcasts and some audiobooks this morning, and now I'm just after I hopefully get this tooth pulled, I'm going to go ahead and go back. And I have a list of some properties that I need to do some research. Some people have called me about some properties they want to JV with me on, and I need to go ahead and do the research, the market research on those properties to see if they're going to be good deals or not. These are things that you can do. These are things that I can do. Everybody can do, even if you're sick, even if you're not feeling well. About doing this consistently, religiously, however you want to call it, to get where you want to be at and get where you need to be at. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one, but what I want you to take away from this is consistent movement of your needle. All right, so I'm in the dentist's office here, and Nikki, say hi, Nikki.
Hi.
Nikki promised me that she's gonna numb me up really well, so I am scared of the dentist. I've done a lot of stuff in my life, but I am definitely afraid of the dentist. But Nikki's gonna take care of me, and so will Dr. Tomlinson, right?
Yes, Dr. Tomlinson.
All right, so we're at Cherokee Family Dental.
Yes, sir.
In Canton, Georgia. So if they don't take care of me, I'll let you know. Hopefully I'll see you later. Hopefully. What's up, everybody? And I'm out for a little walk. I was told earlier today I had to get a tooth pulled. Well, I thought it was going to be one tooth. Ended up being 2 teeth. Everybody gets teeth pulled, right? I said, hey, you guys did a good job on one. Might as well go for another. So got 2 teeth pulled. They said I couldn't work out. They couldn't run or couldn't do anything heavy. So decided, you know what? I'm just going to go for a little walk. But actually, before I even look at this view, man. Look at this view behind me. But anyway, sitting there thinking to myself, 3 weeks ago, my kids, we were out in the field playing soccer. And it was the boys versus the girls. So I have 3 kids, a little son named Zion, he's 4 years old, my oldest daughter, Nadia, who's 16, and my youngest daughter, who's 12, named Soleil. Nadia kicked the ball pretty hard and hit Zion like square in the chest. Knocked the wind out of him, man. You ever had the wind knocked out of you where you hear that sound that sound that just kind of pushes all the air out of you? If you ever had the wind knocked out of you, you know what I'm talking about. Don't front, all right? And really made me think about how that's happened to me before, where I fell on the ground playing basketball, and the first time it knocked the wind out of me, and what it felt like I just couldn't breathe. It felt like no matter how hard I tried, I was not going to survive this encounter with the ground. Obviously, a little time subsides and you can breathe again, right? And I really started thinking about that. I was like, that's kind of how becoming an entrepreneur and becoming a successful entrepreneur is. You think that you fall a little bit, you hit a little roadblock, and next thing you know, man, it feels like you just can't breathe. It feels like you're suffocating. It feels like everything that you've worked for, everything you tried to do, all the effort, sweat, the blood, the money, the times, the relationships that you might have suffered during this time frame. It feels like all of that is just clawing at death, like it's not going to survive. And then what happens is you get that second breath, you get that second wind, and life goes on. And it's only whether or not you decide to keep fighting, keep yourself in the game, or if you're taking yourself out of the game. And so what I was proud about this moment with my son, going back to him playing soccer, is after he knocked all that wind out of him and after he felt really bad, he got up and I said, hey son, do you want to take a break? He said, no, let's keep playing. And this is a 4-year-old boy. So I was really proud about that. I really thought that that was a key moment, a pivotal moment right there that hopefully he'll remember, that you can get the wind knocked out of you. You can have some tough times. You can have some issues in life. But if you're patient and if you try, you can always put yourself back in the game.
You got 'em going stupid.
What's up, everybody? Getting ready to go on a little trip. We got a real estate meeting that we're going to. And by the way, today is Wednesday, the 8th. 8th? Yeah, I think it's the 8th. Need to have a couple of real estate agents and brokers on your team. So I'm going to be talking with these guys to see if they're going to be a good fit. And I'm going to be a good fit for what they're looking to do. It needs to be a win-win situation. Remember that. And then we got to drive down to Macon. About 2.5 hour drive from where I'm at now. Driving down to Macon to work on the rental property, oversee some projects, and put some sweat equity into that bad boy. So should be a fun one. Let's go.
You may not have the connections or the wealth or even the education, but with enough passion and enough sweat, you can make a lot happen.
One good thing that I always try to practice, very, very rarely do I listen to music anymore. These people are obviously artists, they're doing well, they're on the radio, you know, they're not offering me really anything that I can take and apply to my passion. Which we were just listening to, it was Mr. Gary Vaynerchuk, as he likes to say, or Gary V, as most people know him by. Gary V, if you ever watch this, I love you, man. Thank you so much for everything that you've instilled in me and taught me. But I've listened to his audiobook, Crush It, I don't know, countless times, 5-6 times, I don't know. I'm always going back and always hear new things. So while you're driving, turn off the radio, maybe put on a little Gary V, maybe put on, The Richest Man in Babylon, Millionaire Next Door, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Most people have heard that before. Get these audiobooks, man. Download an Audible account. You can get your first download for free. And start feeding your mind and consuming things that are going to push you closer to where you want to be at, right? So this is work over talent, man. This is work, right? This is doing the extra stuff that no one else does. But 5-10 years from now, they're going to look at it and say, how'd you get there? And it's going to be these little things. Okay, guys, I'm on my way to this meeting, like I told you before, but you always need to be prepared to look for properties. And so here we have a property right here. Look at that property there. So this property, obviously, no one's living in it. The grass is all overgrown. No one's taking care of this property. Look at that. Man, I know it's ugly, but it's kind of like ugly sexy to me. I don't know if that's a real thing, but we're going to make it a thing. It's ugly sexy because that means money right there. That means someone has kind of walked away from this property and is just sitting there, and it's an opportunity. And that's all I need is an opportunity. All right, we'll get back on this road. All right, everybody, just got out of that meeting. Very, very good meeting. Got my little blue book here. Got some good information in this blue book. Here's a little trick if you're wholesaling, is to, if you can find where what an investor wants, or better yet, what a group of investors want, which I just found in that last meeting. If you can find that, then you're not just searching blindly. Then you're looking for specific properties for specific people. And then just from a relationship standpoint, they feel like you're really working for them. I mean, you are, but if they don't buy it, you can also sell it to another investor. But what you want to do is you want to basically build that relationship so that they feel like, oh, Tommy's out here looking for properties for me, and Tommy's going to find a property for me that's going to fit within my budget. So just a quick little tip. I get hangry. You know, if you get hungry for a little bit, I get a little, sometimes I'm not too manageable. So I'm going to stop and get some vegan food. For you guys that don't know, I am vegan. It's my favorite place down in Macon to eat. This vegan spot. I'm going to take you there and kind of see what we can eat today before we get to Home Depot. So, all right, so we're here at Eden's Vegan Restaurant. Back to Eden's here on Mulberry Street in Macon, Georgia. When you get a chance, you got to come out here. You try that macaroni and cheese? Yeah, I know, man. I used to be too. All right, so we're in Home Depot. Got all my stuff here. I'm trying to get out of here, but definitely spending more money than I expected. But sometimes you get in the store and you think you need just a certain amount of things, and you end up spending a little bit more. But the end result is going to be great, and we'll get this thing rented. So that's the main thing. I'm going to kind of show you how I do things here and flip this around. So I got my layout here of the house and things that I needed to get, and the prices. This is the actual layout right here of the house measured, and that way I can be pretty precise on what I need to get. I also take videos and photos of what I need to get, so I don't buy more than what I need. All right, so we're in one of my rental properties here. Guy that was doing some work definitely has some stuff that needs to be touched up. I don't know what was going on here, what he was drinking. Countertops look pretty decent. Got this from Lowe's, cut it to size, it looks pretty good. This keeps bleeding through, but we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna put some track lighting here, I think. We gotta redo this ceiling, but all in all, not too shabby, not too bad. So we have three, get that, three, I'm excited about this, 3 people, individual families that are gonna be coming in, taking a look at this property for a rental. Trick. What you want to do is you want to get a property manager that understands the value of a sense of urgency. When you create a sense of urgency, you can do that with a couple different things. But what she's doing is creating that sense of urgency by having 3 people coming in pretty much simultaneously, maybe stacked one after another on appointments. So the people that are here can see that there's other people interested in the property. They're not the only ones, they're not the only fish in the pond, and that we have other options. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing ready. It needs to be ready by Monday, so we still got a lot of work to do, not including the stuff I gotta do outside. So I gotta get to it, and see you guys in a little bit.
got 'em going stupid.
All right, everybody. It's almost 1:30 in the morning, and we're bringing this day to an end. I got to make about a 2.5 hour drive back up to where I live at, and then get ready for tomorrow. I got an appointment tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, and then another appointment at 1. So we're going to end this one and take it on in, head on home, and tomorrow's a new day. Work over talent.